Helen Keller by David Adler. Helen Keller was born in Alabama on June 27, 1880, as a pretty, happy, and smart baby. When Helen was just 6 months old, she began talking, but a year later she became really sick. After her sickness was gone, she acted differently. She was left blind and deaf. Since Helen could not hear other people speak and soon forgot the few words she knew as a baby, she would use her hands to tell people what she wanted. Since she was not able to say everything she wanted, she would kick, scream, and cry. She would even do mischievous things like lock her mother in the pantry or cut her friend's hair. Helen's parents took her to many eye doctors and to Washington, D.C. to meet Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell helped them find her a teacher, Miss Anne Sullivan. At first, Helen was not an easy student. The first topic Anne taught her were proper manners. Then she taught her words. When Anne took Helen to teach her the word water by feeling the water and using sign language, Helen was able to understand that everything had a name. Soon Anne taught Helen to read by feeling patterns of raised dots on paper called Braille. Since Helen learned so much so quickly, she became known as Wonder Girl. When Helen became a college student at Radcliffe College, Anne would sit right next to her in class. While enrolled in college, Helen wrote a book called The Story of My Life. Her and Anne began lecturing before audiences about her life and how she learned. After Anne died, Polly Thompson became Helen's new companion. Helen would visit injured soldiers in hospitals, and important people, universities, and governments gave Helen awards and eventually was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Lyndon. Even though she was blind and deaf, she learned how to read, write, swim, write a book, and more. Helen Keller died on June 1, 1968, but she is an inspiration and will continue to bring hope to others.